Alright, good morning and welcome back to another video. And this morning we're down near Water and we're going to do Grassmoor and the surrounding fells. So there's 6 wainwrights to do today. So we're just parked down the bottom corner, and this is where we're heading up on the first one today. So yeah, on the solo today on my own. So unfortunately Matt had to work, so we'll catch up on the next one with him, and then this is one he has to do anyway. So yeah, so come along for the journey on this one. Should be nice and sunny today. I think the wind, the rain's going to come about 4:30, 5 o'clock this evening, so fingers crossed we don't get too wet. But so yeah, so white side's our first one. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Alright, that's where we just come from. And this is the way we're going, all the way up on the top. And the first one's just up there, I think. Whew. It's a steep start from the start. There's a little plunge pool down there for a swim. Beautiful. And looking back where we just come, and that's where we're heading, up here and across onto that one. That's where we're going, following them people. Whew. Literally straight out of the car. Just parked down there, straight up. Once we get to this top bit up here, flattens out a little bit and then goes up again. Oh, that's where we just come, all the way down there. The car's at the bottom. There's Low's water over there, that's water, and then Buttermere's to that side. This is where we're going, peeps. Up here, bit of a scramble. Apparently this is the worst. This is the worst of it, up to Whiteside. So once you've done this one, you basically broke the back of the walk, really. So yeah, I look forward to doing this one with you again, Matt. This one's mad. So fingers crossed you're out on the next one with me, buddy. Alright, that's the first flat bit done. And just gotta go up there now. Whew. All the way up to this one, then up to the top up there. Whew. Right, that's the first dump from the road. So straight up, then you come along and up onto this one. And now we're heading up onto the top of this one. I think that's White Side up there. Whew. Yeah. There's some pull up that is from the car park. It's literally from the word go. Yeah, that's where we're heading. Up there next. Whew. Like I say, once I get to the top, that's the back of it done. So it's all just like across the tops then. But yeah, this is stunning up here. Absolutely beautiful. Right, I'll see when I'm near up to the top of this. Alright, that's where we just come, all up here. Come from down there. And this is where we're going. It's a bit of a scramble now to the top. So I'll bring you back and I'm a little bit closer to the top. Whew. Beautiful that. That's the top, that's White Side. And then we go all the way across. That's our route for today. And then all the way across up there. Whew. Right, bring you back when I'm on the summit of White Side. There you are, peeps. Just coming to the first wainwright of the day, and it's White Side at 7:07. There you are, White Side, 7:07 in the bag. Boom, done. Right, on to the next one now. Whew. Alright, peeps, that's White Side. Just come off the top of there, and we've got Hope Gill Head next, which is up along this and across the ridge, up onto that little point over there, I think. So I'll bring you back when we're a bit closer towards that one. Yeah, look at the views down there today. Absolutely stunning. Alright, that's where we're going, up onto that little peak there, and that's where we just come from. Whew. Absolutely stunning. Alright, that's where we come from, all the way up on the top of there, and that's where we're going. See where them people are on the top? That's Hope Gill Head. That's our next wainwright. Right, so I'll bring you back when I've just got up on this top of this scramble bit before we get to the peak. A nice little ridge walk on this bit. It's steep down there though. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, that's where we just come, all on the ridge. And that's where we're going, up onto this one. And then there's another top over the top of that. So I'll see when I get to the top of this. Alright, there's our second wainwright. That one there, it's Hope Gill, 770 meters. So I'll bring you back when I'm near enough at the top of this one. Whew. That'll be the second one of the day. Yeah, lovely ridge walk this is. Views up here are stunning. Yeah, just pan you around. It's not a breath of wind up here today. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. Right, I'll bring you back when I'm on the top of this one. Right then peeps, now we're just approaching Hope Gill at 770 meters. This is the second wainwright of the day. Boom. There you are. Here's some 360s. Absolutely stunning. Oh, this is Hope Gill 770, wainwright number 2. Beautiful. Whoa, look at that down there. Absolutely mad. Right then peeps, so that was Hope Gill Head. That's the second wainwright. Now on to the third now, which is Grassmoor, which is the highest one of the day. And it's about 800 and something, this one. So when I get closer towards Grassmoor, I shall bring you back onto that one, and that'll be the third one of the day. We've only got 3 more, and then we're back to the car. Beautiful. Alright, that's where we just come down. And this is where we're heading now, up to Grassmoor. Yeah. It's turned out to be a beautiful day. The sun's out, a breath of wind. In all fairness, once you got on top of Whiteside, it's all it's all reasonably straightforward. So yeah, this is beautiful. Some kind of waterfall down here. Waterfall down there. Look. We're going to have a look at that. Alright, that's where we just all come down all of that. And as you know, when you come down, you've got to go back up again. Unbelievable. But yeah, we're heading up towards Grassmoor now, which is the highest point of the day. So I shall bring you back when we get a little bit closer. Yeah, couple of nice waterfalls. Beautiful. Alright, let me keep going, keep following the path. Yeah, turn right soon and then head up. Whew. Where we going, peeps? Up way up there, and that's where we just come from. Beautiful. All right, let's follow this grass trod. Yeah, now you can see the route where we've been today. So we've come all the way along there, all the way along. And then we come down around the path, and then we come up here, and now we're heading up there towards Grassmoor. So yeah, this is like a very similar to a horseshoe shape, but yeah, I'd say, Matt, when you come to do this one, buddy, the walk up from car park to Whiteside, I'd say it's about as good as Skiddaw, my friend. So you'll enjoy that one. But yeah, absolutely stunning. What a beautiful day. Mountains over there, something else. Alright, that's where we come from, and this is where we're going. Nearly at the top, nearly at the summit of Grassmoor. Whew. This is wainwright number 3, so 3 more after this, but this is the highest one of the day, so it's all downhill from here. Oh. So I might have a bite to eat at the top here. Whew. Good Lord. Yeah. Look at the mountain range over there. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Beautiful day. It feels a bit weird doing a solo one on my own. Oh yeah, look at the drop down there. Beautiful. Here we are, peeps. The summit's just up the top there. That's Grassmoor, and then we come down this other path down here, and then the next one's over there, and then we loop down. And then I think the last one to do today is Ronadale Knots, which might be that one over there. But I'll have a look on the map anyway, so we'll get to Grassmoor first, and then we'll go from there. There you are, peeps. And now we're just approaching Grassmoor at 853 metres. This is the highest one of the day, and it's wainwright number 3. So yeah, so we'll back this one off. Yeah. There we are. That's Grassmoor. Boom. Beautiful. Look at that over there, absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, Grassmoor summit. Ooh. 853 metres. Boom. That's wainwright number 3. I'm going to have a bite to eat and a drink, and then we're going to head down that way to number 4. Alright, so that's Grassmoor done, all complete. That's number 3. Now we're heading down towards number 4 now, so I'll bring you back when I'm a little bit closer to the next one. Stopped and had a bite to eat, refuel. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful today. I say it's supposed to get rain coming I think sometime this afternoon, so anytime after like 4 or 5, so it's only about 11:45 now. I've done 3 already, so I've only got three more to bag, and they're all downhill now because that's the highest one. So bring you back in a bit. Right, so my next one, number 4, is one dope. So yeah, just heading down this way now towards one dope, which is our 4th one of the day. There's the mum and the babies. Right then peeps, so as usual we're heading down, and then we've got to go all the way up there. That's one dope up there. Good lord. And then the next one I think's over there, and then we've got Ronadale Knots, which is down there. And that's it, we're done. So bring it back, and I'm a little bit closer towards one dope. Alright, so I've just come all the way from up there, all the way down, and now we're heading all the way up onto the top of that one. That one up there is one dope, so that's our 4th one of the day. So I shall bring you back when I'm nearly at the top of this one up there. Beautiful. Right, now just approaching one dope, 772 meters. View down there, absolutely stunning. There it is. It's number 4 in the bag. 2 more to go. Yeah. Right, that's just leaving one dope, number 4, and then we're heading down to number 5 now. I'll bring you back and I'm a bit closer to number 5. Whew. Right, the next one is whiteless pike at 660 meters. So I'll bring you back when I'm a little bit closer to that one. And then we've only got Ronadale Knots to go then, and that's all 6 done in the bag. Boom, shanker. Beautiful. Yeah, that path up there, that's the one we just come down a minute ago, and then that's the one up the top there before. So we've done that one, and then we've come down that one. Looking mad. It's amazing how far your legs carry you. Whew. Right, I'll bring you back when I'm on whiteless pike. Alright then peeps, whiteless pike is that one just there. So that's number 5. Yeah, that one over there, that's number 5, that is, in the bag. That's a 660, that one. And then we're dropping down to Ronadale Knots, which is the last one, number 6. Beautiful. And the time is 12:15 and I started about 8:45 this morning, so I should be on top of this one by about 12:30. So that leaves me one more to do, and then back to the car. But after Ronadale Knots, I think it's about a mile, just over a mile back to the car, but you're walking on the road. So yeah, this has been a absolutely beautiful one to do. So yeah, so when you got to do this one, Matt, we should have it done in no time, buddy. Like I'm saying, I started it at 8:45 and I'm on the 5th one in a minute. I should be on the 5th one by 12:30. So I've only got one more to do after that, and then back to the car. So yeah, I'm buzzing. So yeah, look forward to doing it with you, buddy. Absolutely stunning. Look at the view down here. Unbelievable. Right, that's my next one up there. Yeah, whiteless pike. Number 5. Let's have it. Oh. But yeah, the view down there, that is something else. That is beautiful. Alright, all them cars over there, that's where we drove through that pass when we came up in May, and we parked up and went to have a look at the waterfall. That's the car park over there. Ah, so these mountains over the back we could see, these are the ones I'm walking this time. Beautiful. Alright peeps, on the summit of Whiteless Pike, the 660. Boom, we'll have that. That's number 6 in the bag. Whew. Look at the views up here. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Yeah, number 5 in the bag. Right. One more to go. Ronadale Knots is the last one. That's number 6. Yeah, this is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, so over there you got haystacks, Fleetwood Pike, and you got Dalehead up there, and you got Red Pike over there. Yeah, this is beautiful. And you got Great Gable, Green Gable over the far end. Absolutely mad. What a view. Right, let's get ourselves down to number 6, shall we? Which is Ronadale Knots. That's the last one of the day, so I shall bring you back when I'm a little bit closer to that one, which I think is that one over there. I think that's Ronadale Knots, and then it's about a mile walk back to the car. Beautiful. Right, that's where we're just coming down from Whiteless Pike, and this is the route that we're taking all the way down, and follow that path all the way across, and then we're up on top of Runnerdown Knots. So yeah, right, so I'll put you away and I'll bring you back when I'm down the bottom here somewhere. Alright, that's where we just come, all the way up there. Let's come all the way down, and then just keep following it down, and then down to the path down the bottom there, and then we swing a right, and then down to Runnerdown Knots. So yeah, I'll just keep heading down here. Hopefully I don't come a cropper and I can break my neck, but right, I'll bring you down, I'll bring you back a bit further. Alright peeps, that's where I've just come down, all the way from down there, from Whiteless Pike. An absolute mission getting down there. Whew. Right, now I'm on a flat bit now for a bit. So just heading down now. And the old Buttermere Lake in front. Beautiful. What a lovely day. Right, I shall bring you back when I'm a little bit closer towards Runnerdown Knots. And now I've just come down right from the top of that all the way down. Whew. I think that one over there is our last one. That's Runnerdown Knots. So yeah, I'll just follow this path down, and it should join that one down the bottom there, and then you take a bumble up. And I think what I might do is, because it's saying to come down the arse end of that, but I might just trace my steps back and then just go down the bottom path down there, down by the fence, all the way down. Beautiful. Yeah, turned out to be a really nice day. So let's have a look at the time. The time is 1 o'clock. So I started at about quarter to 9, and Runnerdown Knots is the last one. It's the last wainwright. So that's number 6, and yeah, it's 1 o'clock now. So hopefully I should be up on the top of there by about 2 o'clock, I'd say, and then should be hopefully back to the car for about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Beautiful. And then find somewhere to have a nice cup of tea. Cup of tea and a bit of cake, that'll do. Beautiful. Alright, that's where I've just come down. I'm still following it down all the way across, and we get to that path there, and then we follow it up the ridge. Then we go all the way up onto the top of there, and then drop back down and back to the car. Yeah, beautiful. Yes, there's Buttermere Lake, and that's Crommy Water over there. And then you got low water over the back there. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Right, so we're nearly down to the start of it now, which is just there. And then I'm going to follow it all the way up to the top on that one. And that's number 6 in the bag. Whew. That's Runnerdown Knots. Beautiful. And that is number 6, all complete. And it is 1:15. Here, so we've got Runnerdown Knots at 355 metres. This one, that's number 6. So yeah, I'll bring you back when I'm nearly at the summit to bag it off for number 6. Beautiful. Right, up we go. There we are. Nearly up at the summit. Not far now. So where we just come from down there. This is where we're heading. Whew. Number 6 in the bag. Just gotta call that little zigzag and then we're on the top. Beautiful. Whew. I'll have a sit down up here for a bit and then make my way back down to the car. So, yes, this one's 355 metres. This one. That's where we come up this morning. Way up there. Went across the tops of these ones. Beautiful. Whew. Nearly there. There it is, peeps. Just up the top there. Woohoo! Oh, there. Look over Cromit Water. And you've got Buttermere. And you've got Haystacks, Fleetwood Pike. Beautiful. There you are, peeps. There's the summit, just approaching it. Yeah, the summit just up there. 355 metres. Whew. Yeah, I'll go up and tap it. It's a little bit busy walking up, but I'll go up and tap it anyway. But yeah, the views down below me. Beautiful. Right, see you when I tap the top. Right, in the summit, so up on that one up there. So, whew, a little bit of a scramble up on that bit. It's nothing we can't handle after doing today's walk, that's for sure. Whew. Right, bring you back when I'm right near the top. Right, it's a little bit of a scramble up here. There's the last bit. Whew. There it is up there, that. Ooh. There we are. Runadale knots. 355 metres. There's one. In the bag. Whew. Take a walk over to the edge here and have a look. Oh, yeah. All right. There you are. Number 6, Runadale knots, 355 metres, all complete. All six wainwrights done. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful. There you go. All complete. Beautiful. Right. Yeah, so I started at 9:15 this morning and managed to walk all 6 wainwrights, and it's now 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm on the top of Runnerdown Knots. So I'd like to thank you all for coming along for the journey. Hope you enjoyed the video, and it would help if you hit the like and subscribe, which pushes the channel out further so more people can see the walks. And yeah, it won't be too long before me and Matt are back out again. So cheers.